Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and thank you so much for tuning into this week's video. This week is for sure going to be just a short checkup week. It's been a bit of a hectic week for my family, so time is a little bit short with everything else I have going on. So we're just going to really just touch base on how well the week went and what's upcoming, and that's about it. We're not doing any product reviews or anything like that this week, just a quick short check-in. So before I do that, thank you everyone who has been watching and subscribing. My subscriber numbers just increase every week, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And I'm definitely seeing a lot more interaction with comments and likes and stuff, both on the videos and through my website. So thank you so much for all of the engagement and all of your continued support. I really do appreciate that. In this, my first video of 2018, so I'm well over the 1 year mark of this entire process at this point. So other than that, we're going to go ahead and just jump right into the video this week and see how it went. So in this week's weekly check-in, we're just going to do a brief kind of overview. It's been a bit of a hectic week, as I mentioned. My wife is in the hospital for a week of testing in Vanderbilt in Nashville, Tennessee, which is 3 hours away approximately from where we live. She's in there just for some testing. She has some seizures and such, and she had brain surgery a few years back, and so they're just kind of checking on that and status and seeing if everything's in good shape or if anything further needs to be done. So because of that, there's been a lot of going back and forth to Nashville and taking care of our animals here and just time off work. So that being said, my eating schedule has been thrown off a little bit several days this week, but we'll talk about that in a second. First, we'll get on the numbers. I had an alright week, good week overall. I mean, with everything else going on, I did lose 1 pound this week, lowest I've had in a while. But with everything going on, I'm not surprised. Plus, I've seen my numbers averaging out to 1 or 2 a week at this point, which I was told would happen. But that 1 pound down puts me down a total of 213 pounds. So I currently weigh 218. So really just 2 pounds away from half the size I started at, which is exciting. Looking forward to get to that. Hopefully next week would be nice. We get things kind of back to normal here. But eating itself overall, I mean, it's not that I've been eating more. I've had less time for other things such as working out and the stuff, just with all of the travel. But with that being said, I'm still eating relatively the same stuff. You know, I've had this week a lot of steak, high protein steak. I got a good deal on some steak, so I got eating steak every day, living high on the hog there. Still eating the pastas that I've been talking about, the quesadillas with the low carb tortillas. I bought several of the Bear Life brand instant meals, the pastas, which I really enjoy. The nacho cheese one's my favorite. I get that one more than anything else. I add a little bit of light, low-fat shredded cheese to it, thicken it up a little bit, and that's really nice for a hot meal, especially since it's so cold. It's cold pretty much across the country right now. Here in Tennessee, it's way colder than normal, and I am cold as hell. Which is probably hot. Hell, yes. I'm very cold. And so I've got a space heater in my bedroom. I've got a space heater next to my desk where I spend most of my free time. My fingers are staying cold. They're cold right now. Warm them up and such. So it's been hard to stay warm. I had a good friend just surprised me with a little bit of a late Christmas present, and it's a electric heated throw blanket, which for years I always thought was just the weirdest concept. I'm like, electric blanket? You electrocute yourself. Why did you need it? Because I was a person who could sweat naked in the snow. Like, I never ever got cold. And I've had that thing just a couple days, and it is on a lot. It works very well. And so I think I have to get a bigger one, get another one for the bed, because I use that when I'm sitting at the desk and sitting on my couch watching TV and stuff. So that's pretty awesome. Other than that, we own a treadmill. I don't think that's something I've ever really talked about before. My family, my mother-in-law bought a treadmill for her and my wife years ago, when we all first started living together. And I mean, I couldn't use it. because I was just too fat. I mean, it was, I think a maximum weight was like 225 or 250. And, you know, I was over 300 to 400 at that point. There was just no hope of me jumping on that thing. I mean, it was expensive as it was. To get one that would have held my size would have been into thousands of dollars, and we just didn't have that kind of money. But as most exercise equipment does, it ended up being used for a while, and then it got stuck into a storage room, and then it ends up becoming a clothing rack and something to stack boxes on, and it's just sitting there unused. So I am now in a weight range where I can use that treadmill here at home. And I'm going to dig it out and do my best to get it down the stairs by myself, because again, I live in the basement. Not sure where I'm going to quite store it when I'm not using it, because again, it's big. I've got some space in my bedroom I might be able to stick it at, but if I put it out here in the living room, I've got room to set it up where I'm literally watching my television. And I got my wife a new gaming laptop for Christmas, so her old laptop is now wired into my entertainment center, because I don't have cable running here. I don't watch much television. I get most of my entertainment from YouTube and Twitch and different, you know, Netflix. Occasionally I'll binge some shows. The Punisher show I talked about, but I don't watch a lot of just like regular television at all. We have it in the house because the rest of the family watch it, but I never bothered to have it wired to my entertainment center just because I don't need it, and I don't want the wires to get it to where my entertainment center is. Would have had to run them around the roof and down the walls, and it just wouldn't have been attractive. But now with the laptop in, I can live feed YouTube and Netflix and stuff right to my big TV. So if I can set this treadmill up, I could literally just hop on the treadmill all the damn time while I watch shows on the big TV. And that would be kick-ass. I mean, it really would. That would allow me more time to just get cardio in here at home, still use the gym for muscle building and such, but especially with the weather being cold and sometimes time constrained, it's hard to come home after work or go to the gym and change and do everything. I have some free weights here at home, which I use on days when I can't get out. So to be able to combine that home workout experience with my gym workout experience, I think would be really useful. So I'm going to get a hella workout just trying to lug that giant sumbitch down the stairs, because we have a split level home. So I go down a set of stairs, turn a corner, and come back down the stairs. To be honest, it may be easier just to take it up the front door, wheel it around the driveway, and bring it in the basement door. But then I got to move cars, and that's also an effort. I'm not a fan of effort, so we'll have to see. But I may have that set up here soon, and if I do, I will show you all how it looks, because that is awesome to be able to add even just a slow walking speed for an hour while I'm watching a show or more. You know, I have to be strenuous to still be getting exercise. But I can hopefully speed it up more when I want to. So we'll see how that works. Experiment in the making. We'll see soon. Other than that, like I said, not a whole lot to talk about this week. Other than, like I said, the eating. I've had to eat out a couple times with driving back and forth. I packed a lunch when we went to Nashville and ate that on the way home. Something that I could take in, but we end up having to eat out a couple times just with driving, and we'll probably have to again. So I'm sure that has not helped, and I still stay within my metrics. I'm still eating. Usually it's Taco Bell for me, grilled steak tacos or chicken tacos, things like that. Not many, just something to get me through. But with all of the hectic run around the hospital, I wasn't getting in my liquids, and I did feel a bit lightheaded one day. I think I got a bit dehydrated, so that has not happened to me very much at all in this process, but just with everything else going on, I literally forgot to drink with everything one day, and so that was not a good feeling. I stood up quick and started to feel a bit lightheaded, and I realized that I had not been drinking at that point, and started guzzling some water down, but, well, as much as I can guzzle. Don't have much space in there, so guzzle, wait a while, guzzle, wait a while. But that's definitely something to keep an eye on. If you've not experienced that yet, lightheaded, almost like blinking kind of lights, a little bit of wobbliness, that's how it affected me. So I've been usually very good about staying on my liquids, so it caught me by surprise. So even when you think you're not, just because you're not thirsty doesn't mean you're not dehydrated. You know, you might not be thirsty. You need to be drinking anyways, especially post-surgery. Just in general for life, that's not bad. but not alcohol. Just regular healthy drink. That being said, like I said, I don't have a whole lot else to talk about this week. It's just going to be a short one with everything going on. Next week, I'm going to talk more about some long-term plans and goals for 2018. Hopefully, it'd be nice to come back and say I hit the 50% goal, 50% off, hitting the 216. It's 2 pounds to go on that. If I get that treadmill up and running, that'll probably help. But thank you all so much for all of your feedback and all of your interaction. If you enjoyed the video, please click like. Subscribe if you haven't. You can see all my videos as I put them out. I have this channel, and I also have a second gaming channel, link for that. And all my social media is down in the description of this video, so feel free to check out all that stuff. I try to stay and connect with people on my Facebook pages, my Patreon pages, all that stuff. So I look forward to talking to you there. Thank you again so much for tuning in to my short bariatric week, and we'll see you again next week. Have a good week.